Hey dads, have you ever thought about getting some of those guide lights or night lights that are built into a wall outlet wall plate? I've got two brands here and I want to talk about the pros and cons of each one so that you guys can have a better idea of what you're getting yourself into. First of all, hi to all the new dads out there. This is Dad Reviews. This is where I give you my unedited, hopefully more authentic reviews of the products that I like, use, and have. So if you're into that, you might want to consider clicking that subscribe button. Also, that thumbs up button is very much appreciated as well, if you guys could click that button. So like I said, I've got two brand of these wall plate outlet covers with the little lights on the bottom here, the little LED lights. I've done video reviews of each of these already, and they both have their own pros and cons, so I figured that I'd talk to you guys about that today. So this first one is made by this company called Transacore. I'll link up both of these down in the description below as well if y'all want to check them out. The other one is made by a company called SnapPower, and that's what this one is here. Let's see, I had a screwdriver. I was gonna take it off because I wanted to show you guys the difference between the two, because there is kind of a big difference on the back end of it. So let me go ahead and take this screw out right here. And then let me go ahead and unplug that, pull this guy off, and plug that back in. There we go. Okay, so I'm sure y'all can see the difference if I were to just hold them up. Y'all see the difference there? So on the SnapPower one, the contacts are just these little nougats right there, and that connects to the side of the wall, the outlet where the wire connects to it, and that's what gives it power to turn on the lights. With this one, it's the same idea, except that you got a bigger contact here to be able to get around that socket so that it can create the connection to light up the lights down here. Another thing that I noticed is the placement of the sensor. It's really just whatever you like better. This one does seem to be a little bit smaller, the one on the Transcend ones. Is that how it says that? Transacore? Sorry, this is a Transacore one right here. It's a little bit more lifted and over to my right. And then this one's more to the left and down towards the bottom. So it's just a... All right, dads, a slight edit there because my battery ran out, so I had to pop in a new battery. But what I was saying is there's just a slight aesthetic difference between where the sensors are positioned, and then also this one is, the Transacore is a little bit smaller than the SnapPower one. So little nuances like that you may want to take a look at. What I was mainly concerned with whenever I was looking at these is, one, the contact size, because I think you get a better contact with something like this one on the Transacore than you would on the SnapPower. But on the SnapPower, I also find that this was a little bit more malleable. I could bend it around the socket a little bit easier, and I could actually fit it onto the socket. And with this one, I was actually having a little bit of trouble, and I want to demonstrate that for you guys real quick. I was particularly having trouble with this outlet. Most of the other outlets, they went on pretty easily. If y'all watched the previous video, whenever I did a full-on review of this guy right here, and y'all saw that I put them all around the house and whatnot, and I was able to get them on. It's just a little bit, I found this one to be a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to take this out, I need to unplug that, and see, I put it on. I'm going to put it on, but I'm just having trouble. I don't know if I need to like rock it a certain way or anything. It's just this particular outlet that I found that I just can't seem to get it to go on well. Let me see, try putting it upside down. Again, same thing. I don't know if these connections are just a little bit too big. I tried to remove some of the wall right here where it's bigger than the box to see if that was an issue, but that didn't seem to be an issue. I'm very far away from that. So I don't know what was going on there, but it's definitely, I'm definitely having an issue there. But with the SnapPower one, since these are a little bit smaller and they're a little bit more malleable, I was able to put this one on here pretty easily. It just slid right on. The connection was made. I did notice that there was a little bit of a wobble there, so it could be something, again, with the socket and not necessarily with the wall plate. It could have like fatter screws or something, I don't know. But I do know that this one just seemed to go on a little bit easier. I will also note that the lights on the SnapPower seem to be a little bit dimmer. I'm gonna cover this up. And they have a little bit more of an orange hue to them, rather than this one here. This one has more of a, let's see if we can get it to turn on at all. Nope. This one has more of a blue hue to it. Watch, I'll take y'all to another one that we have around the house, and y'all can see the color of that. Let's see, that's SnapPower. This one right here. Move that over. See, I find that one to be a little bit more blue lit as opposed to like that soft white or orange or whatever. But all in all, they all look great and they work great as long as you can get them on and you don't have a funky socket like we have here. So I've just been keeping the SnapPower one on this one right here. I mean, they all do the same job, so you know, since that one fits on there, I figured that I would use that one there. And then to install this thing, y'all are watching me do it right now. They recommend that you turn off the power to the sockets so that you don't electrocute yourself on accident, you know, stab a screwdriver in there or anything. But if you're very careful, like I am, then you can just take that and screw it right on into there, and you are good to go. So that's mainly the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. The two differences between this is with the Transacore ones, I had a little bit trouble getting it onto a couple of the sockets, but for the most part they all worked. I wanted to note the sensor, where it was, and the size of it, just for aesthetics for you guys. And then also the color of the lights. I found that the SnapPower was a little bit more towards the orange, and this one was a little bit more, the Transacore was a little bit more towards the blue color of light range. But all in all, they work as they say that they would, and I can definitely recommend either one. It's just kind of a matter of which one you prefer better. This one I think is if you can get it on, it's a guaranteed connection. This one I liked, the back was a little bit more malleable, these little tongs here, so they seem to wrap around the socket a little bit easier. But it's just a matter of which ones you want to try out. I'll definitely link up both of them down in the comments below if you guys want to check them out. If you guys want to watch more of our videos here on Dad Reviews, I'm going to put some more videos right there on the screen. I'd love it if y'all watched more of our videos. Also, if you want to get future videos from us, make sure to click that subscribe button and then also hit the bell. That way YouTube notifies you of our new videos. If you have a product that you want us to review here on Dad Reviews, let me know what it is down in the comments below and I'll see if I can get it for you guys. Thank y'all for watching, and Dad out.